able to do on the PDRA tour.
I'm interested to see how many of those guys, where everybody lands, right? Because I think there's still some movement, and I think there's still some possibility of movement in those ranks, right? I mean, we saw some PDRA kind of staple mates, some guys that were always in PDRA races show up at that Midwest Drag Racing Series season opener, namely Daniel Ferris. Have a very successful weekend. That's a guy that we saw compete for a championship in PDRA Pro Boost last year. And I know there was like some schedule alignment issues, and Steve Petty tunes on those cars. And if he's obviously committed to a lot of different things, so they kind of had to get in where they fit in. But I am anxious to see how that all shakes out and who's chasing points where, because from what I understand, all those Pro Line cars that showed up at the season opening Midwest Drag Racing Series event, they plan to run the full pull. So I'm anxious to see how many of them do both, how many of them dabble. It's going to be fun, man. And I think it's going to keep it exciting in a lot of ways, because you never know. There's so many cars that can fit in these classes. I mean, if you want to talk about the inventory of cars that exist right now, there's probably 200 cars in the country that can run PDRA Pro Boost or Pro Nitrous, NMCA Extreme Pro Mod, Northeast Outlaw Pro Mod, Carolina Pro Mod Series, or Midwest Pro Mod. I mean, there's a lot of cars that can show up at any one of these races. And hopefully we'll see some of that, right? Some guy come out of left field and show up and upset the apple cart, because that's always it's great to see, like Tommy Franklin and Jim Halsey do battle all year long. But it is cool when you see someone from these other sanctions and series show up and throw a wrench in the gears. And I think we're going to see a lot of that in 2020.